Hi, Bixby. Start timer. Hi, Bixby. Start stopwatch. Good morning. I am Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. The Ghoul RDA from Blitzvape has landed here from Heaven Gifts. Thanks to Heaven Gifts for sending this. Check it out. We're going to open this thing up today, unbox it, build it, have a good time. We're going to feature juices from VapeAM, Royalty 2, and from Casaa e-liquids, Cannoli B1, both sent to us by viewers. Y'all, thanks so much. And we're going to get to that in a second. Check it out. It's VapeAM, and we got the Ghoul RDA got sent from Heaven Gifts for us to show you today on VapeAM. Good morning. You guys are the best. I want to thank Brozovic and our buddy Ed Angelou for sending in the juice we're using today. That is the Royalty 2 from VapeAsia, which is delicious. It's like a vanilla tobacco. And the Casaa e-liquids Cannoli B1, which is also delicious, which is a cannoli. Obviously, I want to say hi to everybody who is out there in the audience. Hello, thank you, Michaela, Weird Will, Ray Angel, Esteban, Mark, Owen, David, Layton. Great to see you, David's. What does it say? David, Daytime Frank's Reviews. So sorry, didn't see that, but hi, great to see you. And Mike Buryanek, always great to see you. Everybody, great to see you. Thanks so much. Mark Jones, hi and hello. So today, Heaven Gifts sent in this little guy. Guess we can put the Heaven Gifts logo on there. I almost forgot. And we're going to take a look at it. That's it right there. Love HG logo. Right there. And I am pretty excited. The box didn't last. Let me get the, you know what I just realized? The camera doesn't have to shake, and I know why it is, so I'm sorry. There we go. Now it's not going to shake anymore. So, I better get the focus on up here. Ghoul RDA. There it is. Pretty darn good. The box didn't really last. Looks like they're in Songgang and not in Shenzhen, but in Guangdong still. Oh, they're in the Baolan district in Shenzhen, so they are in Shenzhen. Got a phone number. This is blitzvapes.com. Got crushed a little bit. Blitzvapes plural. Don't forget that's a plural there. But this is a single coil RDA, 22 millimeters, so it's for flavor. That's the idea here. Got a kit. On the pictures, this had like a big dragon flame on it, but it's just a regular looking key screwdriver here. It's got a spare ceramic post, which is cool, a squonk pin, which we're going to take out and use, an 810 to 510 adapter. It's awesome. And various O-rings. So let me grab that while it's easy to get. I'll just set it down, and then we'll look at the rest of these things. Ceramic post. Yep, that feels ceramic, right? It feels almost like plastic, but it's not. A spare 510, and this is a regular 510. Oh no, this is a spare top screw for that. 510 to 810, O-rings. We'll use this screwdriver, why not? Get these back in there. Kit seems okay. Not complaining. It's got a cool honeycomb drip tip. This is the hotness now. Everyone's using these. And because the drop, they put a white frosted one on there too, which will be nice to have another one of those, I guess. And there is our actual Blitzvape RDA. There it is. The Ghoul. The adjustable air right there. These line up on there, kind of strange. Make sure you guys have a cup of coffee, by the way. And in chat, make sure you tell me if you know about the Blitzvape Ghoul, if you've got one of these, if you've heard about it, if you've been interesting. Hi, Marcus Vapes. Great to see you. There's our target. Here's the 810. I'm just going to take that off. This is wet because I put it in the ultrasonic. Remember, I say this every episode. If your atomizer comes wet, return it immediately. It should be dry as a bone. I put it into the ultrasonic so that all of us can have a nice, clean experience. And be sure to clean your atomizers when you use them. This is a thick piece of metal. And it's got to be thick, I suppose, because they machined a curve into it. Do you see that? So it's got to be a minimum thickness of at least the width of that curve. And it goes to the top to a flush mount. It's smooth. Pretty thick thing. All right. Here's the actual deck. Right here. It looks like it's got 510-0753 designed by Blitzvape Ghoul RDA. Here's the 510 here on the bottom, a regular contact 510. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to apply Squonk pin. And this is, let's see if it's 1 or 2 pieces. So it's not adjustable, but there was plenty of space there, in my opinion, for hybrid connections. For those of you who are asking. If you guys click the link in the bio, and there's a link to Heaven Gifts. This thing is about $22 or less if you use the Juicy Jones HQ code. So use the Juicy Jones HQ code. There we go. That's enough space for a hybrid connection. There we go. Just unscrewing this. That does not have a spring. I'm going to unscrew it all the way and take a good look. It does not have a spring. There's the separator. It's got the flat spot. It has a spot there to trap the coils. There we go. We're going to put some stuff in there. Let's get this on the vape nut stands. Oh, drop the lid. Don't do that. Get this on the vape nut stand. Get some building going on. Do it. This is not going to be a tough one because it's a single coil. So that's really cool. I got some coils from Shaman Labs here. I think these are triple core aliens. I'm pretty sure that we're putting in here. I'm going to add a couple of wraps to them, as many wraps as I can. Because it's a single. I just want to get the resistance as high as possible. So now we got like a 7 wrap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, like a 7 wrap. Going to be high resistant. It's going to go in right there. I don't seem to be having any trouble with this so far, although it's not like it has a spring on it like the Dot 24. Put a spring on these guys. For the price here, I see why they didn't engineer that part of it. Or why they couldn't, rather. Well, it's not super easy, but it's not too bad. For some reason, they're still having trouble going in there, and the thing is almost out. So the clearance isn't huge, although it's doing okay. They don't slide in super easily because there's a little trap inside there. So going from the sides is the way to go for this guy. You know, I slipped him in through the sides. Like that. So we're going in there. I'm going to switch directions to go in from the top. I'm pushing it in. I'm going to take her tool. And I'm giving myself a little space here to lower those. Because I want to lower those coils down into the airflow. I'm going to pretty much right there. Yeah, there we go. This is a huge block to be putting here. It is easy to turn. Jeremy Fuchs, you'll love the flathead screws here. It's all flathead all the time here with this guy. Got a ceramic block up on top. Then we'll just take our trimmers. Oh, where's our trimmers, guys? Take our trimmers and just give that a little tiny trim. Just like a little haircut. Don't need that. Just want to make sure it doesn't make any contact with the walls. As soon as you're making contact with the walls, you get short circuits. Hey, James Rivera, nice to see you. No, you didn't miss anything? This man says, I hope they leave DIY alone. He doesn't want to see flavor bans. Totally agree. All right, so we've crammed that coil down inside there. I realize now I need to lift it up a little bit to get some cotton in there. And we are going to get our Texas Tough, which I've completely misplaced. It's now sitting in some mystery location. Do not know where. Where is it? Those moments that you really want to live. Quite honest. Weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Whoopsie. Almost. Hey, David Harms. And James Rivera says, don't forget to test it. Thank you. We're going to put that on the mod right now. I think I'll throw that on the Wismec RX2 21700. Have batteries? Yep. Got cells in it right now. Put the vape nut stand aside. Get a reading on this. There's my thing. Just for you guys who just tuned in, we're about 10 minutes in. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and we are looking at the we are looking at the Blitzvape Ghoul RDA. And Heaven Gift sent this along. Thank you so much. We're here every Wednesday and every Saturday. And click on like and subscribe. And make sure to click on the bell so that you can find out when we go live. All right, here we are, back here. Let me turn down the wattage. We're about 75. I don't want to be there. I want to be more like 35. Looks like we got about 0.43. Good. Going for about 0.4, so that's good. Go to about 25 watts. We're getting some action out of that. Not bad. Not bad. It's going. Ça va. Ça va. Comme ça va? Ça va. And it doesn't need me to do anything to it. It looks like it's working just fine. I quite like it. So I am pretty happy with that, as it turns out. And we are going to put some Texas Tough here. Gonna be too hot for this. Yep, that is way too hot for that. Have to wait for it to cool down a little bit. Gonna iron it out like crazy here. Let me put this through here. Oh, I have too much. A little bit too much. I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to compare it to my B2K, which I have sitting right there. All ironed out. Looking good. Grab our scissors. Our Italian scissors by Ginger. Got it kind of long to start. Those are getting dull, aren't they? Cutting. And we are going to pull this down inside there. We're not going to leave it up here high. We're going to push it down. I'm just trying to make sure these things touch in the middle. That is just about where I want to be. Not too much further. Yep. Then in this method, I'm just going to push with my thumb straight down inside there. What I did. Now the air is going to come in right below that coil. Just pushing that cotton a little bit away from there. There are two air holes that come in the side here. They go to either side. Then the front one comes in there. Going to take us a little bit of this Casaa. Can only be one. Get it in there. Daytime Frank's review says that squonk pin will be a leaker, and I completely agree. The squonk pin has got a 510 on it, and it's one of my pet peeves. And look at that. The airflow is already leaking just from dripping in the top. How about them apples? We're actually going to put a different e-liquid in this thing. So let's get that stuff on top of there. Here's our Squonk Genius. I'm going to put a bunch of e-liquid in the Squonk Genius. Sorry I have to do this off camera, but it's super awkward. And this best done just sitting right over here. In fact, I'm about halfway finished now. It only works if you hold it at the most awkward angle possible. One of those things. It's so personal. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It's almost finished. It's loading up. There it is. Squonk Genius likes a certain angle. All right, there we are. So Squonk Genius. Screwed down. Yeah, this is going to be a leaking squonk pen because it has a flat 510 on there. A flathead 510, that's just asking for leaking. I don't know why you guys do that. Allen is the only way to go for 510s. Squonkers. There we go. We have a good squonk action. It looks like it goes right out the ear hole, though. Here is the 510. Where's the 810? What'd I do with it, y'all? I'll get the nice one. Frosty white one disappeared. Okay, there we go. It goes on there. And let's give this a vape. And that's how we find out, right? Went down on there, okay. Got fat O-rings. They adjust very well. Let's vape it. I'm at about 35 watts. Up 35? Yep. So far, so good. The airflow adjustment is a little bit strange. As much as you have like these two holes and you can put it in the middle of them. So check out the air holes. On one side, let's move the focus up. On one side, the air holes are a straight air hole, and on the other side, they correspond to this dual thing. So you can move them kind of like that. So it's going in and getting split there, and there it's all the way on. You'll have to decide for yourself whether you dig that or not. I'm not sure whether we're getting any restriction on this side if you move it here. It's like halfway here. There's still more air on the other side, so that's a little bit awkward. Let's see. I need a few more watts for this. It's coming in at 0.53, which I know is incorrect. So let's take this thing off of here. Or maybe that's the new reading. It could be the new reading. Take it off, give it a quick clean. Put it on a different one just to look. Because I want to know what the final reading is. If it's 0.5, fine. If it's 0.4, it looks really attractive on this guy. Looks like it's 0.53 there as well. So I like the 0.53 reading. That's fine with me. About 1 million wraps on there. We're right in the middle for the airflow. Airflow is kind of strange to look at. Flavor's good. Yeah. David Harm's asking if the airflow has stops, and it does not have stops. It just slides. Hi, William Langle. Nice to see you. We're looking at the Blitzvape Ghoul today. And the Ghoul is a 22 millimeter Addy that is a Squonker that is a single coil. And I originally sort of wasn't interested in this, but the truth is the flavor on it's real good. It's got a nice tight cap in there. And let me just put some of this cotton back inside there where I want it. Don't want that trailing on the outside. And I also don't especially want it covering up the air holes. But it's doing okay. There's some squonking. Going right in the middle, I am at 58 watts. Right in the center of the open air. It's good. I like it. So far so good. We got this thing opened. I want everyone to have a great day. We're going to start the live hangout part of this, but if you're watching the replay, thank you so much, and tune in every Wednesday and every Saturday for Orbital Vaping Headquarters. I am Eli Juicy Jones. Be sure to click like and subscribe down here, and we'll come live. We have a live show, and the last half of the show is a live hangout, which is only available if you watch live. And then we also have Discord. Click on that link right down there, and you can chat with us all day, every day. Okay, so thanks all y'all. Love all y'all. Stick around if you're here live, because we're going to stick around and chat for a while. I love all you. Thank you to Heaven Gifts for sending this, and you're going to see reviews and everything else of this. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Hello, I'm back. How are you? What's going on, y'all? Hey, Josh. Hey, Michaela. Hey, William. Hey, David. Hey, Abo. Why are you sad, Abo Vapes? All right, I'll just put my tools away here. There's the ghoul sitting on the... There it is. Looking squonky. Put these tools away. Wipe some of the e-liquid off my Ginger scissors. That's probably why they're dull now. It costs like $15. Dope. Hey. Jeremy's asking about how I was screwing down the coils. I was going to say, you'll like it, Jeremy. It was just flathead action. It was easy. There's no spring on this, so you have to go in sideways. And then you build them up and then put the cotton in and push them down. Nothing to it, really. It's super tall. I wonder if that needs to be that tall. I don't see why it needs to be ceramic, frankly. I would have just put regular little block on there. But the thing works very well. Damien's asking how the flavor is. The flavor's good. I'm not complaining. It's pretty good. I don't think it's world class or anything, but I'm definitely not complaining. I like 22 millimeter RDAs. I think 22 millimeters is a good chamber size inside there, and it's pretty good for flavor. I'm terrible at those. Pamela's asking what the best regulated squonker out there is. For 2700s, I say the Capo 216 from iJoy. And if you're using 18650s, you probably have to get the Geek Vape Aegis, I guess. And William's saying it looks easy to squonker drip. Yeah, I definitely think so. I'm not having any problems with this thing. We'll do a drip into it. I hit the lid there. Yeah, no problem. Graham Taylor, you know, the truth is I carry the Squonk Genius a lot. I like it. I know it's silly. It's only 20 bucks, but it's when I don't have a squonker, I only have one good squonker, the Capos 216. And all my other squonkers are garbage. They're single battery, or they have a DNA, or they're mechanical, or I just hate that. All my builds need two cells, really. Marcus Vicks has his Luxotic. Those are pretty good. They have an RDA that's similar to the B2K, which is right here. You guys have seen the B2K. This is my favorite single coil atomizer by a long shot right there. B2K. I like this thing much better than this Ghoul, but I don't dislike the Ghoul very much. Flavor is pretty darn good on it. I just think the B2K is way better and comes with way better kit and just everything under the sun. Josh Weech, why would you want to return a vape if you open it and it's wet inside? Because no manufacturing process includes putting water inside there. There should not be any moisture inside there at all. If it's open, and there's wet inside, that means someone else used it. That means you need to return it. That is not right. Never come wet ever under any circumstances. No liquid inside whatsoever. Michaela's asking if I've seen the $15 tank from Dollar Reduce Club and a pack of 5 coils for $10. Nope, haven't seen it. Yeah, Leighton said it's tampered with. Yeah, exactly. Somebody opened that one and used it. They were like, oh yeah, I want one of those too. So yeah, if you haven't seen my B2K review, click on that. I've got a B2K review on YouTube here a couple of months ago. Very good one. Yeah, I love the B2K. I like this thing though. Josh Weister, cleaner or deal with it. Yeah, I just wouldn't do that because someone ripped you off. That's the thing. I wouldn't tolerate someone selling me a used product under any circumstances, especially a product that's designed to promote health. Wrong. That is just wrong. Should not be using it. Oh, I have a little beard hair on my... I'm using my boar's head brush on my beard. I don't know about you guys with beards, but boar's hair is the best way to go. Feels so good. Oh, and I have tea tree oil. This is my Badger beard oil. Oh, it smells so good. And this is tea tree. Feels so good. Josh Wee says, Cali Club. Cali Club. That's exactly right. I have oil on my hands now. Let me just wipe it off. My Cali is right here. Cali Club. Boom. My Cali is on my Dreamer 2700, 21700 mech. Love this thing. Absolutely love this stick mod. Now I can't get it off. Right now I'm just dripping on this thing. Oops. I don't have the squonker on it. Here, we'll take the... My hands are slippery. My hands are totally slippery. I can't do this. They're too slippery, y'all. All right, so take this off of here. Put the Squonk Genius on. Jeremy Fuchs. If I had to pick between a Cali or the B2K, which would I keep? The Cali. Because of the way I vape. They're both my favorites, but for single coil, the B2K. For everything else, Cali. And we know we're about 0.5 here, so it works. I have long ramp up time. Good. I've got it on a restricted draw. Let's go to the full draw. Better restricted. Yeah, sure you can. It's just that the B2K is better for single coils. That's all. For single coils, I pick the B2K, and for duals, I pick the Cali. If I'm just going to do singles, or if I want a single, I use the B2K. That's how I do it. Yummy. I would have to be using way higher e-liquid to make this work. Is the deal. Because when it's in mouth to lung mode like that, with the air restricted all the way, it's there isn't enough nick in this 1.5 that I'm vaping for it to be satisfying. I'm gonna try it on just back here. Yum. I love it. That's so cool. Oh, I just dripped it all over my desk. I just dripped it all over my desk. Okay. Let's get this back in here. Oh, I thought we were on the desk view. I thought we were down there. Damien, what do we like about the Pulse 22? Love the Pulse 22. I have a Pulse 24. You should use it. They're great. The Pulse was the best thing last year. The Cali is the best thing this year by a long shot. So far, anyway. So, not bad. Ooh, that's 100 watts. I don't want that. Might be more like 50. Yep. Yep. Yum. Just trying to adjust the cap on here to where I want the air be. What about halfway? Yeah. Oh yeah, Damien, the Cali is the best thing in 2018 by a long, long shot. I love the Cali so much. The B2K is the second best thing, I think, and it's really for single coils. I think the B2K is better for single coils, but the B2K, I mean, but the Cali is also great for single coils, just not as good. And I absolutely worship my Cali. There it is, right there. Right now, I have the Ultim cap on it. It comes with 3 caps. The Ultim one. In fact, here's the kit. It comes with Ultim, white, and stainless steel. These are all parts to B2K and Cali. Love this thing. It's got a humongous squonker. Watch my video. My video says, go buy one. It's amazing. Oh, Chili Dog, did the clock change? Did that throw you off? Yeah, we had spring forward. Sorry about that. That's irritating. Those of you guys just tuning in, I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and you're watching the Blitzvape Ghoul RDA today. We opened it, we boxed it, we built it, we're talking about it, now we're hanging out. Chili Dog's talking about how daylight savings threw off the broadcast time. Sorry about that. Hey, Shane Smith, nice to see you. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Michaela, but as soon as you gotta get a B2K, you're gonna want something else anyway. It's the nature of things. But you should get a B2K, I think. If you want single coils, it's my favorite. Getting some of the e-liquid off my hands and face here from all this copious vaping. You see my room is completely clouding up here. Going crazy in here. Here is the little 510, our little guy. The 510s have flathead screws, which means necessarily exactly that it's going to leak when you squonk, but we're going to check that later as we go. That back in the bag. And one of the things I always do is, this is something you guys should do too, when you get a new piece of gear, write on the bag, GHOUL, write on whatever the name of the atomizer is. And that way, when you put it into your little drawer, you know which one's which. And they don't get lost. In this case, I should put this old screwdriver in there too, shouldn't I? Because it came with it in the ghoul. Damien Mazzina, still can't get over the tiramisu from International Delights. Oh, it's so good. That Van Gogh Vapes International Delight. You're welcome. That International Delights Van Gogh Vapes is so delicious. That whole line is my favorite. The tiramisu is so delicious. There's a new cannoli. It's got banana in it. Huh. Shane, I think the version differences are mainly just in the caps you get, although there have been a couple of design changes. Mine's a V2, or maybe mine's a V1, I can't remember. Maybe it's 1. It's good. Kind of turbulent. You guys hear that? It was smooth at lower wattages though. It's really good. It's all right. So There's Mr. Damien from Instagram. That's great. Awesome. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Awesome to see you. So, what is it? It's Wednesday. This Saturday, we have another show coming up. It's going to be great. I don't actually know what we're going to do Saturday, but it's going to be something cool. We have tons of new stuff coming in from Aspire, new stuff no one's seen yet, no one's ever seen yet. So that's going to be fun. You won't get to see it till they tell me I can show you, but that stuff's coming in. And we have a whole new batch of stuff coming from Van Gogh Vapes and Care Package that was really good. And see you Saturday. So we got to go. It's 35 minutes after the hour. Got to get to work. I love all of you. This is Orbital Vaping headquarters. We're going to hang out for just a few minutes until Google turns off the chat, so stick around if you're live. And I love everybody here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Eli Jones. This is Orbital Vaping headquarters. And you've been watching the Blitzvape Ghoul RDA unboxing and build. Thanks to Heaven New Gifts for sending this thing. Thanks a lot, y'all. Thank you.